This qualifying recap brought to you by Phillips Connect, technology that moves us forward.
At 329 miles an hour. You can't get down the left lane, huh? What'd you guys do? Forget to tell Hagan that? Oh, what a heck of a shot there.
Steve, you set a track record. This place has always been very good to you guys and your family, but to come out there and deliver a run like that, how satisfying, how cool is that to close out the day?
Super satisfying, extra special for us. We've been working really hard at trying to get the car to run quicker, to run more mile per hour. And we haven't really pinned it down just yet. So to come here and go out in Q1 and be the only car that went down that lane and then set low ET and run the way that we did, that's a feel-good thing. That's something that we really needed to kind of just give ourselves a little boost in the arm. We hadn't won a race yet, and everybody's making a big deal about that, but we're still second in the points, and the car's run reasonably well, but just not where we have in the past. And so we've found some things that we think are better, and we're working on them, and we'll just see if they have the consistency that we are used to and what we want to have. But I think that that was a huge boost of confidence for all of the Capco boys and myself.
Miles an hour.
You know, this Power Broker Dodge is exciting to drive all the time, and you know, having Dickie Venables under the hood there is a godsend. And you know, it's one of those things where you just know these are Dickie's conditions. I mean, but like when we won, and I guess it was we went Houston, it was hot or something like that. Yeah, we won Houston, it was hot too. And so the guy's just a mastermind, man. And I'm just trying to do a good job driving it. It was shaking so hard in there, it moved the car all the way over, and then I was like, I don't know if it's gonna go, and it cleared up, and then down there it put a hole out at the finish line, and I was trying to keep it off the wall, and it's just a lot of fun to drive, you know. I mean, but to go out there and run that when you see guys out here shaking the tires and smoking and not making full pulls, just because the track is so good, you know what I mean? Like I think a lot of crew chiefs come up here and they kind of like, you know, underestimate it a little bit, and you know, so one thing about Dickie Venables, Mike Knutson, and Alex Conway, they don't underestimate anything. You know, it's kind of like, you know, they go for the jugular vein and they seem to hit a lot, you know. And like I said, I'm just having a great time driving this race car.
Lining up on the starting line here, taking aim, and Camry Caruso, who sits on top. Both of these drivers just cleanly off the start. Check this out, 6.543 Dallas Glenn to the top.
We were pretty happy. I mean, I'm sure they probably feel, crew chiefs, you know, I'm sure they feel like there's more left in it, but to come out and put a nice solid lap down and to be the president of the group definitely shows that we were working hard and kind of stayed in the groove, and we didn't, you know, have too much rust to shake off. Everything felt real good in the car, and everything. The run felt nice and smooth, and everything felt natural and everything. So I was glad I didn't make any mistakes on my part. But
You talked about, you know, being away. How excited were you guys to get back to racing and just get back in action this weekend?
We were so excited to get back to racing that we actually showed up early to the race. Normally we're one of the last ones to roll through the gate. We usually roll through on Thursday. We actually got here Wednesday afternoon. We were so ready to get back to racing. You know, in the flip is sometimes it's good to get a little bit of time off. You get to fix some things that you may not have had time to kind of do right before. You kind of had some Band-Aid stuff in the trailer and stuff like that we were fixed, and got some new things on the trailer and everything. But as far as the race cars goes, it was definitely, we were ready to come back.
Competition Plus is your go-to source for the latest in drag racing news. For over 20 years, CompetitionPlus.com has provided news you can trust, thoroughly researched and delivered as quick and fast as it can be uploaded. Whether it's nitro or stock, drag radial or pro modified, our writers are trained to bring you the inside story time and time again. We have it all from in-depth news articles to the latest in high-performance products to the scuttlebutt making its way around the pits. Original video content from the stars in drag racing also makes CompetitionPlus.com the ultimate one-stop shop for die-hard drag racing fans. Don't make CompetitionPlus.com your only stop on the information superhighway. Make it your first. For news you can trust and have trusted for 20 years, visit CompetitionPlus.com. Be sure to download our mobile app. It's a free download on the Apple Store and Google Play.